All right, today we're going to dive into a massive blind spot that a ton of marketers have: the mobile measurement gap. Seriously, if you're spending any money on ads, you have to know if they're actually working, everywhere your customers are. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's just start with a really simple question. Think about the last time you ordered something from, say, Starbucks. Did you actually open up a web browser on your phone, type in their URL, and click around their mobile site? Or did you just tap the app on your home screen? Yeah, for pretty much all of us, the app is a total no-brainer. It's just faster, it's easier, it's better.
And that feeling isn't just a feeling, right? It's totally backed by data. It turns out that mobile in-app environments convert a staggering 3 times more often than the mobile web. That's not just a little bit better. That's a gigantic leap in performance that's happening inside those apps.
So for a lot of brands, this means the app isn't just some other channel they have. It's actually becoming the main way customers hang out with the brand. And more importantly, it's where they buy stuff. It's this super smooth world with way higher engagement. So if that's where all the action is, why are so many marketers completely missing it?
Well, that brings us right to the heart of the issue, what we call the in-app measurement gap. This is the big reason why the picture of your marketing performance is probably missing some of its most important pieces.
The reason for this gap? It's actually pretty straightforward. All those tools that marketers have been leaning on for decades to track things on the web, cookies, pixels, all that stuff, they just don't work inside a mobile app. It's a totally different technical world. So those trusty old methods, they basically hit a brick wall the second a user opens your application.
And look, this isn't just some small detail. When the main place your customers are converting is basically invisible to your measurement tools, well, that creates a huge blind spot. You're pretty much flying blind, and you have no real way to connect your ad spend to your most valuable customer actions. Now, trying to operate with that kind of blind spot isn't just annoying, it has real serious costs for your business. You're literally marketing in the dark. The risks here are just huge. I mean, first off, your ROI calculations are fundamentally broken. Can you imagine shutting down an ad campaign because it looked like it had 0 web conversions when it was actually driving thousands of super valuable in-app purchases? That's wasted money right there. You end up completely misunderstanding how customers interact with you, and any attempt to retarget them just falls flat because you can't see what they're really doing. This quote really just sums it all up, doesn't it? We're not talking about missing a few little data points here and there. If you're ignoring in-app conversions, every single strategic decision you make is based on a partial and, let's be honest, a wrong picture of what's happening. You're making choices without all the facts. Okay, so we've laid out the problem. It's a big one, and the stakes are really high. But the good news is there is a solution that was built specifically for this problem. It's time we talk about bridging that gap with something called a mobile measurement partner, or an MMP for short. So what the heck is an MMP? Well, to put it simply, it's a special third-party tool that acts like a bridge. It's the one piece of tech that can actually see what's happening inside your app, and then it communicates that critical data back to all your advertising and analytics platforms. And you know what the best part is? It works really smoothly. The top DSPs, those are the platforms you use to buy ads, they already have these pre-built off-the-shelf integrations with MMPs. So with a pretty simple setup, you can start sharing all that rich in-app data. And that lets you finally measure the true impact of your campaigns and see the entire picture. It lets you put your money where it's actually working. So that brings us to the final takeaway here. When you really look at how dominant mobile apps are and the fact that there's a clear solution out there, the choice for marketers becomes incredibly simple. At the end of the day, it really just boils down to this. You either have to integrate your mobile app data into your whole measurement strategy, or you just have to accept that you're losing fundamental visibility into your marketing performance. There's really no middle ground anymore. And in the world we live in today, that's just not a real option. I mean, to knowingly ignore your most valuable conversion environment, that's a risk that, frankly, no modern marketer or business can afford to take. So we'll just leave you with this one question to think about for your own brand. Go look at your reports, your dashboards, and just ask yourself honestly, is your data telling you the whole story, or is there a huge critical chapter that's just missing?